Well, hello and welcome to the Sudoku channel. This is Oliver coming to you from Youghal by the Sea here in Ireland over in Europe. And we're going back through the archives of the Telegraph newspaper. And this is 5585 and it's coming from August 2021. Now, part 1 is in a separate video and there's a link down below in the comments to part 1. And we basically progressed in part 1 using basic techniques and it got us this far, and now we're on to part 2. If you like, go back to part 1 and have a look at the comments. You'll find some solutions there by other viewers, so have a look at them. And this now is my solution. And what can I say? Okay, first thing I want to do is just take a break. Now I'll just be back to you in a second. I'm going to go in and show all the Snyders that are around the place that aren't shown at the moment. For example, in this row here, there's a 2 and there's another 2 here. They're the only 2 2s for the row. So I'm going to go do that. There's only 2 5s there as well. And I'll be back to you in just a tick. Now, if you remember in the last video, 088-1, Milkman 2021 came up with a suggestion, something that he had used himself, which was to do with having a look at a candidate and seeing how many strong links are coming out from that particular candidate. Now, I've done this here for, I've actually done them for every candidate from 1 to 9, and I'll show you those at the very end of this video. I'll just concentrate now on part of number 1, and these are all the strong links coming off from each one of the candidates. And I just will take this one now as an example. If we start here making up a chain, so if we don't have a 1 there, then we have a 1 here, we don't have a 1, we do have a 1, we don't have a 1, we do have a 1. So if we finish here and start here and see what can be seen by the start and the end, well, it's this one here and this one here, so we can get rid of both of those. Now at the very end I'll show you that there's actually a few more that you can get rid of as well, but that's sufficient for where we are at the moment. So based on what we've said, we can get rid of that one there, and we can also get rid of this one here, which gives us 2 new streams, one based on 9 and the other one based on 8. And I have a feeling this will just clear the whole lot of it out. So if sticking the 8 in there, we don't have an 8 here. There was nothing. Oh, there's an 8 here to get rid of as well. And the S is working very well. And we get rid of that one and that one there. And this 9, we'll get rid of that one, giving us a 2. And we have a 9 over here to get rid of as well. So the 2 here gets rid of that one, and a 2 up at the very top. You can see where everything is dependent on each other. That it's, yes, it'll definitely come out in this. We get rid of that one there. Like, we still have plenty of streams to work on. Nothing is, everyone except that one. That didn't give us anything else extra. Okay, just so I thought I had everything covered. Right, that 2 there, we'll get rid of a 2 up there, and that 2 here, and that's it, I think. 8. Oh, beginning to run out of stuff now. 4 gets rid of that 4, giving us a 2. Getting rid of that 2, giving us a 4. That 2 also gets rid of that one there. Gets rid of that 4 there, giving us a 1, which gets rid of that one. We have a 2 6 2 6. 1 2 looks wrong there. Maybe it is right. Oh, that's the only 1 now in this row, so that has to be the one there, which gets rid of that one. Yeah, that will get rid of that one as well. And we have an 8, and we can now move up here. 2 gets rid of that one and nothing else, so that 3 will get rid of that one, giving us a 2 6 2 6. The 1 there gets rid of that one, giving us the 5. Yeah, we should be all right. And that goes as well, and we have a 2, getting rid of that one, giving us a 3, gets rid of this one, giving us a 1. Well, we have a 5 6, there's a 5 there, that gets rid of that one, giving us a 6. Gets rid of that one, giving us a 2, gets rid of that one, giving us a 6, Gets rid of that one, giving us a 2. Gets rid of that one, giving us a 6. And gets rid of that one, giving us a 5. And we have more to go somewhere else. Down here at the bottom, we have this 1, 3. Well, we have a 1 at the top, so that has to be a 3. We have a 5 at the top, that has to be a 1. We have a 3 at the top, which means that has to be a 5. So on the heel of the hunt, it was actually very simple, wasn't it? Now, I said I'd show you the other ones that were available. Let me see now. Let me pick them up for you. And here we have the diagram coming from the number 8. So, for example, if we're to start here at the bottom, if that was not an 8, that is an 8. That's not an 8. That is an 8. That's not an 8. That is an 8. So, if there's no 8 here, there is an 8 here, and it works both ways. Therefore, we can get rid of this 8 here. Now, go on to the next one. If this is not an 8, then that is an 8. That's not an 8. That is an 8. That's not an 8. That is an 8. That is an 8 here. It's not an 8 here. We can get rid of that one. And you can go through this chain no matter where you start, and it'll always show that the candidate in the link before where you start you can get rid of. And we know that that is a load of, well, rubbish. Let's call it simply just rubbish. In fact, if you're kept on doing that, you'll find this is the only 8 available, and that is just ridiculous. It's something that I haven't seen anywhere else, but that is an illegal chain. If you're using that type of chain, that is an enclosed chain that is made up totally of strong links. That cannot work, right? Because you'll always be deleting everyone. For a chain to be of that type to be valid, there must be at least one weak link in it. So if it's an enclosed chain, it must have one weak link. This is what I think has to be the rule there. And I'll show you that now in looking at candidate 1. But for the time being, we've done number 9, we've done number 8. All the 7s are there, so there's nothing for the 7. Let's go on now to number 6. Well, there's 6. It's also an enclosed chain, but there are not enough nodes in it. We have, for example, if we go this way, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 that way. If we go the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It just won't work. So if, for example, if we started here and we say not a 6, it is a 6, it's not a 6. Well, we're missing one chain. We can't do that one. And no matter which way you do it, we just don't have enough chains. Okay, so 6 doesn't work in terms of chains. So this one just won't work. Even if we had a link here, we still can't do it. If we had a link here, we probably, no, we couldn't. There's no way you could make that into a useful singles chain. That's the 5. Onto the 4s. Well, just an X-wing. And again, we have the X-wing here with no 4s that could be used around it. So that's, forget about the 4s. 3s, I think you call that, some people call that a skyscraper. It is a nice chain. If we don't have the 3 here, then there is a 3 here. There's no 3 here. There is a 3 here. So that is a valid chain. But there's no 3 anywhere else that'll see that one and that one. So, nice chain, but nothing to delete. 2. This shows how far the 2s are, and the linkages are not great between them, and there's not great pointers between them. Now, I could have actually put one between here and here. I just noticed that now. Yeah, in which case be not a 2, it is a 2, it's not a 2, it is a 2. We could have got rid of that one there. So you live and learn. That would have worked well. If this is not a 2, then this is a 2. There's a strong link down there. Then it's not a 2, it is a 2. And that is common between the two of them. It can be seen by both of them. Okay, hadn't noticed that one. Alright, back now to the 1. Now this is the same one as we had used earlier on. However, I've introduced a weak link here. Okay, so again, let's start. We had started here before, so we'll forget about that. We'll start here. If that's not a 1, then this is a 1. Then that's not a 1. And we can't go any place further. Okay, so starting here does not work. Whereas this was different with the chain of 8s. No matter where we started, it worked. Now if we start here, if that's not a 1, then this is a 1. It's not a 1. It is a 1. It's not a 1. It is a 1. and that works both ways. If we went to not a 1, not is, not is, not is. So we can get rid of this one, as we showed before, by starting here. If we start here, we can't, because it's a weak link. We can't start with not a 1 there. If we start here saying it's not a 1, not a 1, 1, not a 1, 1, not a 1, 1, which means we can get rid of this one here. So if you do it yourself as an exercise, starting at a different point all the way around, you'll find that you can start here to get rid of that one. You can start here to get rid of this one. You can start here to get rid of that one. And you can start here to get rid of this one. So there are 4 ones that can be got rid of just by looking at that chain as it is. All right, that's it. I've done all I can. I hope it made some sense to you. I found doing these diagrams great. So thank you, Milkmom 2021. It was a great idea. I think I'll use it in the future. A great way for finding singles chains anyway. And maybe it can be modified to find pairs and AICs. I hope it is anyway. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this series of videos. That's the end of 88. 89 will be, or is it, which one? I'm not sure what we're doing at the moment, to be perfectly honest with you. I've forgotten what numbers we're doing. Suffice it to say that there will be another one coming out in about a week's time. And if you want to be informed automatically, remember to hit the bell and subscribe, and you'll find out. I'm getting a bit tongue-tied at the moment. I went for a swim this morning, and unfortunately I got myself entangled in a jellyfish, and my whole right arm from my shoulder right down and part of my chest is absolutely throbbing at the moment. So I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied. I'm going to call a halt now, and that's it. Right then, till the next time, Slán Tamil.